we are doing a Reggae IPO currently, and we are going to price by the end of September in NASDAQ. And before I give you a brief about the company, I just want to play a little video for 2 minutes so you guys can have a view of what we do. And that's what we are here, and but pretty confident, well received, and will be the first Reggae IPO probably getting a lot of institutional investor track, and we are confident on pricing before the end of September.
Banks that raise short-term funds in the money markets and use those funds to buy assets with longer-term maturities. The pillar of the shadow banking system is the repo market. Shadow banking is worth more than $70 trillion worldwide. We are a United States-based global alternative financial services company, specializing in structured commodity trade finance, shadow banking, powered by advanced technology, artificial intelligence, and machine learning. Financial performance for the last 3 years is $1.17 million US dollars to $40.36 million US dollars. We work with global Fortune 500 companies specializing in the world of global trade commodities, agri-commodities, and precious metals. We combine the power of alternative risk transfer to convert the country risk and asset risk into a performance risk for A or AA asset classes. We specialize in alternative risk transfer, carry trades, cross-currency swaps, buyer credit risk, supplier performance risk, sovereign and country risk, FX risk, market risk, and asset liability management. Longfin's FX Global Arbitrage Network connected to multiple exchanges, international banks across the globe. Our low latency and high frequency FX Arbitrage Global Platform, electronic market making, is powered by artificial intelligence and machine learning. Our EMN engine will trade all emerging high-yield currencies and reduce the cost of hedging in continuous trading. Highly scalable global businesses are powered by law of large numbers, casinos, fast food chains, and insurance companies. Law of large numbers leads to central limit theorem. We tout our expertise and emphasis on risk management through law of large numbers, diversification across geographies, asset classes, multiple commodities and currencies. Risk management is a centralized operation of Longfin. We are planning to connect more than 300 banks and 70 exchanges across continents and extend our low latency networks to create a global alternative investment finance company. Longfin Corp is SEC qualified to offer 10 million shares at $5 per common share and is to be listed on mainboard NASDAQ in 2017. Please subscribe at www.ipoflow.com and www.longfincorp.com to learn more.
To give you a brief, I started 8 years back as a fintech company because I used to work at Wall Street in Merrill, and I'm one of the guys who built the Merrill ML trading, MLOL and ML trading platforms. From there we moved, and in India we started as a fintech company because a lot of my colleagues started working in Chicago for Renaissance. They started working for Citadel, the high frequency companies, and who make tons of money, rotating the capital. So we evolved as a market makers in Singapore Exchange, Hong Kong Exchange for making markets for Chinese currency like Chinese yuan, Indian rupee, and lots of other currencies. And we are a member of ICE, and we are a member of many exchanges. As we started, and basically our specialty is FX market making, and we started on a low latency platform connecting to multiple exchanges. And we saw the opportunity is why can't we apply this into a trade finance, moving into fintech, alternative non-bank intermediation, because a lot of importers, exporters, they need finance, they need FX, because FX is the main risk for import-export today. Because the guy makes a 5% profit, suddenly Chinese yuan appreciates a 5%, he loses all his money. Today the crux of the thing is the FX. FX risk is the main thing. So being an FX market makers, we thought, why can't we extend these services to mid-sized importers, exporters, using structured trade finance? That's how last 3 years we performed, did a $40 million revenue, and we merged the Singapore entity in the US, and now everything will be based on the United States operation, and that's how we are planning for an IPO. Going forward, like very simple, the opportunity is, what is a non-bank, or you are seeing a shadow bank, $70 trillion, nothing but non-bank financial intermediation, nothing but brokering. What is fintech? You have seen the unicorns of fintech today. You have seen a loan is given in 30 minutes by a lending club. Somebody can do an online SME loan in 20 minutes taking the AI and data. But the banks are not servicing the last mile. The fintech companies are servicing the last mile. Actually, they are creating an intermediation. That means they finance, again they go to bank, securitize it, again they get the money, they finance. So this is what led to nothing but a broking and intermediation. So we are doing the same thing. We provide importers, exporters in different countries. We provide them finance solutions. We provide them hedging solutions. And we use AI, because connecting to, a lot of people think AI makes money. AI never makes money. One thing you have to understand, how fast I am connected to the network, how fast I can process the information before the world processes it, and how fast I can take the decisions is what AI helps you. If a lot of people say I use AI to make money, nobody makes money. Stock markets are efficient, so efficient. It's the only thing is there are disturbances across, or you connected to both the places to the advantages. We have created a global network connecting to all these exchanges on a latency is less than 3 microseconds. And what we make money is only 3 things. We see the importers. Let's say a guy sits in, let's say, small country in Taiwan, and he wants to import computers, and we tell them we come as an intermediary. We help them to fund instead of keeping the transferring the funds to us. We pay them as a financial on behalf of it, and we create a circle. Similarly, there are guys in Sri Lanka. The country rating may be very low, or they're small. There are so many countries with a less credit rating. We go there, help them, get an insurance wrap, and increase their credit limit and get the financing done. And these are all, again, I go to a bank and securitize it on a non-recourse basis. We are a finance company. This is what the global financial intermediation is. The global financial intermediation, nothing but broking. Nobody takes any risk. It is an unlimited loop between I go finance you, again I go to the bank and refinance it, go create a loop. This is what today's $70 trillion industry is. And the advantage, what we created is connecting to the multiple exchanges and taking the advantage. The machine knows, suddenly there is a price mismatch. I have a Chinese forward or a Mexican peso forward in SGX at 8%, and suddenly I see in CME 7%. The machine knows how to slice it, how to act on it, and how to take the arbitrage. Ultimately, it's a financial intermediation, non-banking, and I'm just here as a short notice, but I just want to present, this is a very interesting industry because now that's what today's world is. Where the banks are lacking, we are creating an intermediation. We are the non-banks creating the intermediation. Thank you.
The capital intensity of your business, are you taking on any balance sheet risk? What's the status of your balance sheet? What does it look like? And then also your cost structure and how your 40 million revenue translates into profitability.
Okay. It's very simple, sir. The rotation of capital is the today's world of the machines, Before I jump into how we make revenue, you have to understand we are a market maker. How the market makers make, in 2010, there was a report on Getco, which is a listed company. They make markets of 500 million shares every day. That means 250 million round trips, making 1 cent bid ask, making a $2.5 million a day. Into 250 days, they make $500 million revenue. It's the velocity of rotation of capital is what today is. It is not the velocity of trending, identifying a trend. What we do is we are intermediation. Suppose a guy sits, let's say, in Africa, and unfortunately, what is happening in Africa or many countries is the banks, like in Africa, within the countries have $400 billion trade, but banks are only participating in $100 billion trade. A guy wants to import computers from the United States, but United States, like the Dell computer says, I don't want to accept your LC. So we act as an intermediary. They will open it. We go to an insurance company, enhance the risk, credit rating, and we go and financing, we make 1%, 1 to 2%, 1 to 2% per annum. But if I rotate my capital 50 weeks, I'm just finishing. If I rotate my capital 50 weeks, it's like 100% or 50% per return on my capital. So that's how we make the money, actually. And we are invested so far, as you said, we invested around $17 million into the company, the capital block, and we are rotating $5 million last year on the financing part. That's how we are here. Yes, sir.
Why are you going public in the U.S.? What's the strategy?
See, the reggae is a very interesting opportunity instead of going to the VCs or private equities and selling most of the stake. Reggae has given an opportunity. Reggae is a very new thing started as a jobs act for the companies who wants to get the capital, and this is really received very well. But unfortunately, it took 2 years of time. But we thought this is the best opportunity, and US is the best market for the fintech to understand. And we are getting a lot of response because reggae is seen people as the companies for growth companies who can capture the market and getting the capital. Yep. Anyone?
Sir.
Yes. See, repo market, we are telling, repo means nothing, madam. I'll tell you the example. I go to a bank, in a trade finance, I go to a bank and put my cash. And let's say I'm earning, 8% in a Mexican peso. I don't want to pay immediately to Dell computers in US. I will issue a use on sales. That means I'm putting cash and issuing a paper. The bank that's called repo transaction. And reverse repo is somebody takes the paper and gives you the cash. The whole world, whether a bond market or a letter of credit or trade finance, is all repo and reverse repo. Nothing but I put a money with the treasury, bank treasury. I earn 8%, but I come as suppose you are there in Mexico, you want to import let's say computers. You're getting 8%, why you want to use the cash? So I come, you open a LC for me to pay after 180 days. So your bank sends a letter saying that I'll pay after 180 days to you. I go and finance your transaction by keeping 1% to Dell. Dell ships you, and you sell your computers, get your cash, again you rotate it. You don't need to use the cash. This is what today's alternative finance is it's all spread, and actually I'm coming like a broker, intermediation, I'm helping you and making the spread. This is nothing but repo is nothing but keep the cash, take the paper, give it somewhere, take the cash. This is the repo and reverse repo. The whole shadow banking or alternative finance is all powered by repo and reverse repo. Today's carry trade is all repo and reverse repo. So I keep in deposit in Brazilian real or Indian currency, make a 8%. Discount in US dollar at 2%, hedge it at 4%, and make a transaction. But what I'm doing is, I'm keeping a deposit, the bank is giving me a paper. It's nothing but repo. I go to another bank in US, give the paper with the bank confirmation, do a reverse. Yes, I can. Yeah, it's like, it's bank to bank, and why this is a $70 trillion industry, shadow banking is nothing but it's all broking and intermediation. Nobody is taking any risk. It's a complete loop, That's what today is happening, Sophie, student financing, Sophie is a $4 billion company, Cabbage is a $1 billion company. These are all guys, they do is they lend you in 30 minutes, securitize all these things, go to another bank, get the cash, make the spread, again give it, as long as I can keep on doing, this is a loop, it goes on. Any questions? Thank you very much. Thank you.